So I don't know if you can hear me over the vent, but basically it's going to be very, very smoky, so I have the vent all the way up. I'm going to start off, I'll turn the camera on and off just so I don't, or maybe I won't, because I might not have time. But basically I'm heating the wok at low. I'm going to use a lot of oil, and I'm basically going to fry my shallots, or basically extract the shallot. So very, very low heat. I'm going to go ahead and extract the flavors from the shallot. I think I'm going to not have time to muck with the camera, so I'm probably going to go ahead and just leave it on and then edit it later into multiple parts. Basically low heat, I want to extract the flavors out of the shallots, and that's my goal here on the first run. That way all the subsequent oil that I'm using is going to be flavored oil basically. A little bit more. And smells great. Just a little bit of garlic. Garlicky oil. And I'm just going to basically fry it for a little bit. And that's all I'm doing. I'm just deep frying shallots so I get a aromatic oil. That's one of the things about Chinese cooking that you'll find as a common theme if you ever watch Chinese cooking, is the fact that Chinese like to have that nice bold flavor smell, and so we go ahead and put in our aromatics first. A lot of Western cooking lacks aromatics like garlic, onions, shallots, green onions, etc. And so in Chinese cooking you'll just see a lot of aromatics used, and most of the aromatics are oil soluble, not water soluble, so you really need to extract this flavor in oil and not boil it or something like that. So fairly low heat. Consequently, I'm in Nevada, and the state of Nevada allows only 22,000 BTUs as the maximum number of BTUs for a family, for a residence kitchen range without needing a commercial license or a 18-inch brick firewall. I'm getting a lot more than 22,000 BTUs out of this because, again, you see, it's actually sitting directly on the flame. They calculate it right off the griddle, or the grid, but I'm way below that, so I would estimate on high this bad boy is probably in the closer to the 28,000 BTU range when I have it on high. Hopefully for my next kitchen I will have a full-on wok station, which is my goal, and have I would need a 18-inch brick firewall behind it, but hopefully with a commercial fire suppression system. But I can get up to, I think last time I checked was 168,000 BTUs. So basically my shallots are looking pretty good. I'm just deep frying them basically. Looking pretty good, and it smells wonderful. So a little bit of garlic and 2 heads of shallots is what I have in here now. And I'm liking where they are right now. I don't have to give them super brown, so I'm going to go ahead and remove them from heat. And I'm going to save all this for when we cook the rice. So the wok is still fairly oily, and you see how big this bad boy is. So bam. And it's pretty much hot, so I don't really have to wait. In with the onions. I'm going to go ahead and saute. I'm going to go ahead and saute the onions real quick. And like I said, everything should be seasoned separately. Dry. And you'll find to not have your wok stick, you basically have to put a lot of oil on. This is basically the reason why Chinese cooking is so so oily, but tastes so good. Oil basically is flavor, and not only is oil flavor, but it absorbs flavor. So any of your food, whatever your flavor is on kosher salt, by the way, whatever the flavor of the food will be absorbed in the oil. That makes everything taste so good. So we're waiting for the onions to become translucent before I add the rest of the veggies. As you can see, brown's really cooking, gives food in the hot zone. And so what I'm going to do is, like I explained in the wok video, what I'm going to do when I'm putting food in is I'm going to make a hole in the middle so that pushes the hot zone, and I'm going to pour the vegetables in it. So I'm going to go ahead and push the onions out, open up that hot zone, and you can see it smoking. Just a little bit more oil, and we go ahead and peas, edamame, and corn go in. And so in the hot zone, while the onions are still browning but not burning. And so that's one of the classic benefits of a wok, is that there's heat zones, hot zones, middle zones, and cool zones. And so like I said, everything gets seasoned by itself. And so we're seasoning onions and our veggies. And then when we're done, we'll go ahead and scoop them back out. Because like I said, one of the secrets to fried rice is cooking everything separately and then marrying them all together at the end. So, how long you cook the onions is up to you. How hard you like the onions. You like them soft, super soft, or you like them still a little bit crunchy. The longer you cook them, the darker they get, and the softer they get, and the more caramelized they get. So it's up to you. So we're good. I like them like this. So I'm going to go ahead and move them. So, the wok, because there's onions in it, something that's a sugary item, so I'm going to go ahead and rinse the wok real quick, just so when I cook the eggs, they'll look really pretty. And that's all you really need to do. IKEA scrub brush, a little bit of water, fire her back up, get her hot, dry the inside with a paper towel or a rag. Paper towel is usually easier. And we're pretty much ready for our egg. A little bit of oil, fire on, and our egg goes in. We go ahead and stir fry our egg. Spatula. I didn't clean it. It's okay. Egg and onion is fine. We'll go ahead and stir fry my egg. I just want it barely cooked because, again, you have to remember it's going to cook with the fried rice. So I don't need it to be ultra cooked. Otherwise, when you cook it with the rice later on, it's going to be very, very stiff and very, very hard. So one barely cooked rice. And we get that around, make sure it's not thickened. And basically, when it's not so runny, I'm good with that, which is kind of coming up. So, somewhat runny, almost not runny. Pat this guy down. And we're about there, because again, I'm going to break it up later in the rice, so I don't want to overcook it. Again, the wok is dirty, so I'm going to go ahead and rinse it real quick.